I want to put this over here. What all do I need to check? Hold on. That looks fine. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah. Everything looks hunky-dory. I'm pretty sure the audio should be good because I don't think I screwed with anything. So, hello everyone, I'm Cymatics, and we are back with Inscryption's Keycee's mod. Alright, so, we have beaten the game 4 times. We got 3 decks. One of them is just the regular starting deck. Really cool. Second one was a sacrificing base deck that allowed us to get big creatures on the board pretty quickly. Then the most recent one is bugs. The more bugs you have on board, the stronger they get. Super cool. Really enjoyed it. I'm interested to see if we can get into any more decks. So let's start without further ado. All right. What were these? Boss's reward. Hey man, been a minute. Hey Russer, yeah, it has been a minute. Hey, thanks for stopping in. My goodness. Bosses award regular cards instead of rares. Great. All regular battles are replaced with totem battles. I was having that, and then I wanted boss battles to also do that. Ooh, but that exceeds. Okay. So we're gonna make it to where boss battles actually are not. Yeah. Here it is. And we're on the frickin', what's it called? The bug deck. This should work. This should be good. Woo. Man. Yeah, this... Oh, been meaning to check in for a while. Well, yeah. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you're here. It's just, it has been a time. Like, a lot has happened since last time you checked in, I think. At least I'm pretty sure. Because it has been a bit. I've played quite a few cool games. If you'd like to also check those out on the channel. Because, like, man, has it been fun. It's been super cool being able to do this. Alright, show me some of the pelts. The cards. Hair pelts. What do I want? I guess I could go Warren. And the Warren would give me the ability to just grab cards when a card bearing the sigil is played. Yeah, we're gonna take the Warren. And what else? I don't know if I actually really want anything here. I really don't. I guess I'll go this one. Why not? Because it's just kind of a weird card that I can play. So may as well. Yeah. I got a hair stuck in my mouth. What the? Ah. This is a peak quality that you were expecting, right? Anyway, I guess we'll go this way and hope for a bug totem. Because if we can get a bug totem, that would be lovely. Ooh, that works. Without another word, the woodcarver has gone. Alright, so we didn't quite get the bug portion of it, but we got undying. What that could mean is infinite teeth that we could get for later. Because if we make bugs undying, what we can do is summon a ant, and then summon an ant over that ant. And that would get a sacrifice done. Alright, anyway. Let's play... is that referring to... Ooh, I actually don't know what that's referring to. Let's get the Warren. Didn't expect anything less. Fantastic. Let's get the Warren on board, get a rabbit, and then the rabbit is going to get sacrificed to place that. We're gonna... This is gonna be a very bad start. Oh, it mirrors whatever it's fighting. I see. Okay, so we're gonna go... I do believe I die here, except I actually don't... No, I won't die because the this one's going to kill the coyote. I'll deal 1 damage. The sparrow will deal 1 damage as well, putting us net neutral. That should be good. Fantastic. Ant Queen. Well, if that guy's just gonna do a whole bunch of nothing, I may as well draw into a squirrel right now and sacrifice it for Ant Queen. Because that'll just end up doing more damage. Okay, and we should just win from this position because it doesn't look like Leshy is doing anything. No, I don't want to take the conceding because I get extra teeth from this. 2 teeth. $2 that I do have instead of just letting you concede. Care for a change? Yeah, I do. Pick a boulder. All right, fantastic. Well, I am going to do that. Show me gold! Ooh! It's a worker ant. I don't love the sigil that it has, but I'll take it. All right. We're gonna go over here. We don't need any items right now, so that's good. The decrepit woodcarver appeared before you. Yes. Can we get bugs? Bugs! Fantastic. And now we have undying ants. That could be fun. Fun fact, time waits for no man unless that man is Chuck Norris. I have not heard of Chuck Norris in a while. But you're right. Unless you're Chuck Norris, time just kind of creeps up on you. This year, or last year, kind of snuck away from me, man. It's been a time. Okay, we're gonna put the flying ant over here. Undying just means that it'll go back to my hand, so I'll just do that. But like, a lot happened. Recently, I was working on a homebrew character for a game that I enjoy playing. It's a board game / card game called Dice Thrones. I really freaking enjoy it. And I finally got to finish that character and see how it went. It was great. I made Springtrap. And I personally think that it plays kind of like you would expect Springtrap to play. So I'm excited about that. Ooh, Queen Ant. I'm not going to be able to play it this go. Which will be a problem. But that's fine. But goodness, Chuck Norris, man. Super powerful. What do I want here? I guess what I want is a squirrel. We're gonna play the squirrel. We're gonna then go in with a ant queen. The ant queen's gonna get us an extra ant for us to play later. Yeah. All right. Now. Yes. Now we need more squirrels just to put more worker ants on the board. That's good. Woo! This is going well. Sorry, I keep seeing things out the corner of my eye. Another thing that's changed recently is my setup. So, first off, we got the new backdrop, which is kind of nice. Really enjoy having that. It gives me a lot more space to do stuff. And then, I also got a second monitor. So, while I'm streaming, I can actually just look over at the second monitor and check out your comments. Makes it a lot easier to do certain things. Plus, I can actually check that the visuals are working well, and if my stream is buffering and stuff like that, whether my connection is good or not. It's helping. It's helping quite a lot. But anyway, we should go which way? I guess we'll go this way. I can't buff the ants' damage because the ants kind of just work on the amount of creatures on board, so like I can't do anything with that. I'll take the bat because having a card with bones as a cost might come in handy very soon. And we'll check out... Ooh, I probably actually should have... I probably should have gone to the right. Yeah. Brother, I just realized how long it's been since I last checked in. I learned guitar, platinumed all OG COD MW games, and made a band. Brother. Oh my gosh, that's freaking... That is crazy. You made a band? That is awesome. My gosh. It has been a bit though. But like, hey, I'm glad that you're checking in now. This is crazy. But like, you know, like, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. You know? A lot of it feels like it's just gone by so quickly. Which, like, it is both good and bad, you know? But, I don't know, it's just, it's kind of weird. Squirrels, ants. We're gonna go... Oh, yikes. So, what we should do is put the worker ant here. Yeah? It is weird, right? Okay. How do I go about this? I just end the turn, right? Perfect. We're only gonna take 1 damage. Anyway, we're gonna need something more substantial. How much HP do I have? I'm gonna have 4 HP. That's good. I think I can get away with just placing this here. This'll kill the coyote, and then it'll block against the porcupine. Or one of the porcupines, because of the sigil it has. So that's good. That'll get me some time to play. And now we wait, right? No, we go ahead and play the squirrel. We get the we sacrifice that and that. We put the ant queen there because we can. That'll tank for longer than 1 ant as well. And then what we do is we put this worker ant over here. That'll deal a little bit of damage to the porcupine and the sparrow back here. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and play this ant as well. Yeah. Here we go. Thinking about some of these plays is a little abstract to me. I don't know. It's really cool, but something about it just kind of gets me sometimes. Then we'll go. Ooh, if I sacrifice both of these, that gets another worker ant into my hand. Then we'll sacrifice this one to refresh its HP. There we go. As long as we get enough sacrifices, we should just be able to get all of our ants back into play. So we shouldn't need that many, actually. That's good. But yeah. I went ahead and made Springtrap. It's going to be ranked in the Dice Thrones homebrew chat. I'm hoping that it does at least relatively good, because I thought that it was really cool. But I could be wrong, you know? Because, like, I'm just one person trying to figure out whether or not certain mechanics are fun to play against and fun to play as, so. Anyway. We'll go Turkey Vulture. Because I guess we can summon it because of the amount of times we're going to be sacrificing. Or at least we should be able to. Ah, damage boost. Not really what I'm looking for. Okay, I guess we should damage boost the skunk. Actually, I could try to remove the skunk from my deck. We're going to try it. Okay. We actually do have a pretty powerful skunk now. Sacrifice. Yeah. I think that the way I can take the campfires is I can use them to remove certain cards I don't want, and then if they are not removed by the time I would want them to be, it just becomes a good card that I want to play, if that makes sense. 'Twas the Prospector. Alright. Thank goodness. Alright, what do I get? We're going to place Smoke on the board and place a Warren over here. That'll get a rabbit to my hand. And I guess we should immediately play this bat. Because, like, may as well at this point. That should put me at least somewhere. Alright, now I have a skunk. Alright, well, I guess I'll sacrifice this for the skunk. That'll kill, the skunk kills a coyote. I know, kind of weird, but it'll just do that. And now, what do I have? A vulture. Okay. Not my favorite for this exact situation. Okay. We just let this play out, though. The pack mill's gonna move left again. Alright, what do we draw into? Worker ant. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play squirrel. We're gonna play the worker ant over here. Reason being, I don't really care if it turns into gold because it will just end up back in my hand anyway. So that's good. And the pack mule clogged up its own slot so the coyote doesn't even get to summon itself. That's nice. Worker or ant queen. That's good. That's good. Here we go. That skunk be hitting the gym. Yeah, I did not expect for the skunk to actually stay in my deck either. I was fully expecting it to be a skunk rug or something like that. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be dead. Yeah, we just end the turn right here because that ends this phase. Okay, this will turn into gold, but that's altogether fine. We still can kill that pack mule as well. Let's put the squirrel on board, get this worker ant on board. We're going to worker ant over at this coyote so we don't take too much damage. Do we have enough for this? We sure do. All right, fantastic. We killed a coyote and we punch over the pack mule. Good, 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 good. Woo! Now what? So we didn't actually get that many ants, which is fine. We just kind of win here. And we put a squirrel on board for, I don't know, home defense. You will not perish quite yet. Well, thank you. I didn't plan on it. Thank you very much. Pack rat, cool. Mantis god. Well, don't mind if I do. I'll take the mantis god. That sounds pretty dang good. If I put it on any one of my ants, then that'll start doing exponential damage. Having one ant on board puts it at exactly mantis god levels of strength. Having a second ant on it allows it to deal instead of 3 damage, 6 damage. That's freaking crazy. That one card is gonna be awesome. Now we need to figure out how we sacrifice it, and it looks like we sacrifice it off to the left. No, we can go to the right, which I actually like that. I like that a lot better. Okay. Let's see. The Trial of Power. The drawn 3 cards must have more damage, kin, and wisdom. Well, let's look at our deck. Huh. Most of our cards do have... Ooh. Hold on. It's looking like stream might be... Alright, please use a keyframe frequency. Seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent enough, which can buffering. Okay. Note the Errors can cause. It should be fine. Okay. Sorry. The stream's telling me that something weird's happening. Would you rather animal, or mantis god? I know my answer. I'm choosing the mantis god. My goodness. All right, but anyway, it's looking like if I draw into this card with the wisdom trial, I just kind of fail. Ooh, but attack is not good. So we're gonna go with the wisdom trial. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. All right, there we go. Success. Good, 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 good. Now what? Oh, dear goodness. That's some stuff. I guess the mud turtle. We could sacrifice the mud turtle for the extra defense, right? Actually, maybe we couldn't do that. I'm unsure. This adder looks awful. The opossum, I guess I can use for sacrificing later. I don't prefer it, but I can do it. All right, we're gonna go this way. Why would I go this way? I should have gone to the right. I should have gone to the right. Reason being, if I had gone to the right, I could have, actually, what was the right? I'm sorry to forget stuff. Uh-oh. If I had gone to the right, I could have copied the mantis god and done more things with the mantis god, like sacrificing another one on another ant. What do I want to increase the stats of? Let's increase the stats of... No. Let's increase the stats of this bat. Actually, no. Skunk. Get him, skunk. The skunk is gonna be super tanky and actually just do a lot of stuff for me, which I did not expect. I was expected to just be removing that card pretty much immediately because it's not a bug, right? It doesn't play into my overall gimmick. What do we got here? Nothing that great. All right, I guess we'll play the squirrel over here. And we may as well put this on the board. It'll do a whole lot of no damage this go. However, it will attack one of the bees on this turn. Please be an ant. It is an ant. That's good. So what we'll do is play... Oh, dear. I think we actually might be in some trouble. Just dropped my phone on my nose. How? Would not recommend. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Have I dropped my phone on my nose? I have, haven't I? Huh. All right, anyway, we're going to steal this. And take this for myself. And now, because I stole your bee, I get its effect permanently. Which means I'll have exactly one sacrifice forever. Which means I just get to play as many things as I want. Because, of course, one card per turn. Don't be greedy. I'm not trying to draw one more card. I'm trying to absolutely mollywop you. Woo! Ooh, all right. Here we go, here we go, here we go. This will be good. This is good. This is good. And we got another worker ant. Fantastic. Well, it would appear I have destroyed you. Fantastic. Man, there's also a lot of games coming out that I'm really excited for. We're getting more of... I'm not sure if exactly when, or yeah, I'm not entirely sure exactly when I played it on the channel, but a while ago I played a game called The Bunny Graveyard. I freaking loved that game. It was really good, and it was only chapter 1. Oh, yeah, we're just gonna take that health. It was only chapter 1. From what I'm seeing, we should be getting chapter 2 this year, which is really exciting. We should be getting more Garden of Banban. I know that Garden of Banban's very hit or miss, but I think it's kind of charming because like it's kind of interesting, you know, to be able to play that game and see where it goes and see where the devs take it, because they're still pretty new to the whole, or from my understanding, they're still pretty new to the whole being game devs and stuff like that. So I'm curious what they'll end up doing with Garden of Banban in the future, and I'm curious to see what they do outside of Garden of Banban in the future. I think that they can do a lot with it. Anyway, I would like to buff this flying ant. Buff the flying ant, we're going to sack the mantis cod. That should be a massive damage bonus. New word added to dictionary. Bollywoff. Thanks. Thanks, Sai. Yeah, absolutely. No problem. I got you. I got you with the creative words. Oh, what do I do? But yeah, I'm excited for, like, I'm oddly excited for Garden of Banban. Just because I'm curious to see where it goes, you know? Deltarune. Chapter 4 and 5, 3 and 4 are also coming out very soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing where they take things, right? Because, like, that's going to be fun. Like, very fun. A game that I'm currently playing that I did not expect to enjoy as much as I am enjoying it right now is Keycee. That game is way better than I thought it was going to ever be. It is so good, kind of just out of nowhere. Actually, hold on. If I do this, I'll kill the adder behind the rattler. Yeah, that's a good one. This is a good play. I like this. Unfortunately, we do have to deal with another rattler, though. There's also a lot of VR stuff coming out. That's very true. At the moment, I don't have the setup to play VR, which is very unfortunate, because I would have liked to play Five Nights at Freddy's VR. I think that could have been really cool for the channel, and it could be cool for the channel even still. Just, I don't quite have the setup for it, which is unfortunate. What do we do here? I think that we just have to sit on this, and the rattler's not going to kill me, so we're fine. It's not going to kill me, and it's going to go over in front of this thing, whatever it is, and it's going to kill the adder that's behind it. That's nice. Fantastic. Now we can go ahead and start actually playing some ants, and by that I mean I'm going to play this warren, which is going to get me a rabbit, and then I'm going to play this ant. See, that's pretty good. I like that. Alright. Let's see. What else? What else do we have? Ooh! I'll surrender? No, you won't! You can surrender all you want. I'm not passing up that much damage. That's a lot of damage. That's teeth right there. Woo! Only 2, because I was quite a bit behind in damage up until then, but my gosh, that's a lot of damage. We should go over to the left. We should. Right? I think so. Let's see. Insect, cockroach. I do so like the cockroach. The unfortunate part is our totem already does what the cockroach wants to do. However, it is however a bug that uses bones. In case I ever want to switch out my totem. Right? We'll take another flying ant. Just because, like, it's gonna continuously be helpful for me. Take down an elite. I may as well take as many elites as possible because they're all totem battles anyway, so I may as well. Ooh! Nice. Beehive. Okay. So I think the way I do this is I put the squirrel over here, place the flying ant over here, making the Italian mob jealous with how many teeth you pull. Oh dear, I better equip something for teeth ripping or something. Brass knuckles, I guess. I think that's the wrong culture, but that would be... I mean, I may as well equip them. Anyway. Alright, that'll be 3 damage. And all I have to do is draw into another ant. And then I win, right? Ooh, or I could draw into... No. No. Yeah, yes. Alright, we're gonna draw a squirrel now. Squirrel going to do nothing right now. Do another 3. Do another 3 damage. Now we'll take 4 damage. That doesn't necessarily matter, though, because we should be able to summon the Ant Queen to clean up this mess. We'll summon the Ant Queen, I don't know, over here. Sounds like a good idea. And then we'll summon the opossum over here. Opossum's gonna go over, or the opossum's gonna sacrifice, get the adder up, or kill the adder. Yes. There we go, there we go, there we go. Does that get him? That gets him. That gets him. Woo! I might be able to buy into a golden pelt very soon. Actually, I think I can. I think I already can. Yes. But now what we got to do? Let's go over here. What do we have? Pliers work a little messy, but effective. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, I won't. Stream still going? Yeah, stream's still going. That's good. All right. Show me some exquisite pelts. I only have the one rabbit's pelt. Yes. I guess I can go... Ooh, fecundity. When a card bearing the sigil is played, a copy of it is created in your hand. So not only would I have... Not only would I end up with one after it's dead, I would get another ant when it's played. Okay. That could be fun. Or I could just get into another ant. Alright, we're gonna take the field mice for its sacrificing potential later. Which, actually, you know what? We're gonna sacrifice it immediately. Sacrificing... Where is it? Field mice for something that I actually want to play. I may as well make it... I don't know, let's make it the flying ant. Yeah, we'll make the flying ant. This will also facilitate more bone strategies, if I would want to go into them later. And then I get another item. Actually, I think I get another 2 items. I guess we'll go with the fan. May as well. Pocket squirrel, also nice. I do like the pocket squirrels. Alright, the fisherman is going to be a little bit of a problem because I don't want him to be stealing too many of my cards. But it might just have to be something I deal with anyway. Okay. I am the angler. You are the fish. Yes. Go, fish. Ant queen. Good, 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 good. Flying ant. Even better. Okay, we're gonna summon the flying ant now. That's gonna get me another ant in hand. Fantastic. And then I guess we can go ahead. Yeah, we'll just play both of these immediately. And then draw into squirrels after this. We should have victory pretty much guaranteed from here. And then we take the squirrel over there. That's going to make sure the kingfisher doesn't get played because he's going to yoink the squirrel, put it into that slot. And because the creature's already there, can't take it. Also, I just killed him. So, like, that's... Like, what is he going to do about that? Not much. Also, I'm playing flying ants, which means that the flying ants are just going to go over the jump buckets. So we play another squirrel, ant queen, play that. Fantastic. I could Pocket Squirrel for a bunch of extra damage, but I really don't care. 9. Take it or leave it. Woo! This is going well. This is going quite swimmingly. However, the boss that I'm most concerned about is the Trapper. I'm concerned that I'm going to lose it all at the Trapper. Child 13. It could be fun. Oh yeah, I also learned a language in the time I've been gone. German. Fantastic. All right. So, fun fact. I did take German classes in high school. I didn't get too far, but I did take some, and it was really fun. I enjoyed German. I do enjoy the language German. It's kind of cool. It's really interesting, and not nearly as aggressively sounding as I thought it would be. There's a lot of ows and stuff, and it handles the E sound a lot, the E and I sound a lot better than I would have thought. Where you get an E sound by placing in IE, and you get an I sound by placing in EI. I personally find that very intuitive. We're gonna take the pronghorn for sacrificing potential later. Do I actually want this? Do I need a new totem? I don't really need it, but I'm gonna go for it. Because maybe I'll end up with some. Ooh! Okay, that is nice. That is very nice. That's just a lot of sacrifices. There's a lot of sacrifices. Granted, it does kill my infinite ant strategy, but it would allow me to get as many ants as I want on board. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. And then afterwards, and then that gives the cockroach some possible play. Unfortunately, it means that I would have to get rid of the Warren now, because the Warren is basically pointless, but that's fine. All right, we go ahead and play the squirrel, play the flying ant. Oh, yikes. We might need to try and finish this just, like, now. Okay. How do I do that, then? I guess what we'll do is we'll take this squirrel over here, summon the rabbit that also can attack 3 times, which is freaking awesome, and then we're gonna summon the ant queen. That'll allow me to do, like, how much damage? A lot of damage. And then worker ant, that flying ant is gonna deal 9 damage. He'll be taking 12. That should be fun. But man, I do really enjoy German classes. I do really like the language. It's the only one that I actually ever tried learning, because it just appealed to me more than other languages, and it was fun. Do I go left or right? We go left. We go left for the chances. Oh, ringworm. Okay. I'm starting to think that I'm getting too many cards in my deck, though. Please allow me another chance. All right, well, I will allow you another chance. What I want you to do is copy this flying ant. We need more flying ants to be attacking 3 times. These things are vicious. It's the same card, basically, pretty much, right? It's pretty much the same card, because he couldn't screw up the attack power. If he made it any better, then, or if he increased the HP, then it would have just been a better card. Cockroach. Ooh, and here's my cool flying ant. We'll go ahead and play flying ant. We'll go flying ant over here. The raven eggs aren't going to deal any damage. So the only damage I have to worry about is that porcupine. Which is not going to cut it. Alright. And then next turn, I'll draw into a rabbit. Or a, squirrel. Draw into a squirrel. Get the rabbit on board. That summons Ant Queen. Ant Queen, makes my other things go even better. And then we actually also get to summon this ant as well. Which gets me the cockroach, because I can. There we go. I'm really enjoying this deck. I'm starting to see the light. In my first stream, having seen the bug deck, conceptually I was just like, I really like this. However, I do need to get a lot of sacrifices. But if you do get the sacrifices, it's really good. The deck is absolutely amazing because you just kind of snowball. You snowball so fast with the correct support. It's just absolutely fantastic. Anyway, we're going to sacrifice the Pronghorn because the Pronghorn is gonna get me pretty much nothing. Pronghorn's gonna go on what? I guess the Ant Queen. Yeah, Pronghorn on Ant Queen. We're gonna need to start getting rid of as many cards as possible. Reason being, I don't want to end up in a situation where my deck is actually really good, but I don't draw into any of my good cards. Because that would suck. Alright, we have Worker Ants. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. That's a very big... It's a large lad. And I'm not going to be able to deal any damage because of the Mole Man. That's unfortunate. But... Oh, wait, no, we just win. Never mind. Never mind, we do win. We're fine. Why was I worried? Why was I worried? If I draw into 2 ants, I just win. This is going really well. I can only imagine that the Trapper is gonna make this infinitely harder for me, though. Trial of Health. Attack. I don't really like that one. Trial of Bones. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. I don't like any of those because the attack is, the ant attack is gonna register as 0. I'm pretty sure. And a lot of my cards are ant attack or 0 or low damage. I guess, and then what's HP looking like? I have a lot of cards that have low HP as well. And I only have, alright, so we're gonna go, we'll go damage and just pray. Oh, I should have got life! Oh, never mind, I'm fine, I'm good, I passed. Please, a bug, please, please. Oh, Cuckoo. I'll take that. The power of something easily crushed by my pinky finger. Yeah. Oh dear. What do I sacrifice now? I guess I should sacrifice. I should probably sacrifice something I don't need. The Warren is no longer really usable right now. We'll sacrifice the Pack Rat, and we'll put the Pack Rat over the Bat. So I can start generating more items without needing to, you know, go to a shop every couple of seconds. Or, like, feeling bad about using items. Oh! More damage? Lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. We will put that on the Mantis God. Or, not the Mantis God, it's just a Mantis. However, actually, we'll do this. Oh! The power! It's good! Okay, how does this work out? How does this work out? I think it works out the same way as normal, where if I draw into 2 ants, I win. Unfortunately, I draw into a cuckoo. Again? Yeah. What do you mean again? Hold on. We'll go here. We'll go cuckoo. Cuckoo summons over here, clogging up this lane. This is a good thing, because now we no longer need the cuckoo at all. We don't need the monitor. We can just start attacking over him. And then we go bat. The bat will go over here. Yes. And that'll kill the strange frog. The strange frog, however, is going to kill this bat. Ooh, and I can have you skip your turn. That's good. Okay. This will be fine. This will be fine. Actually, the bat being there also gives me a decent method of getting a pelt. So that's nice. I don't put anything else on the board. I don't do anything. I just leave it here. Yes. If I just leave it here, all is well in the world. Something that wasn't very good before is now good. Yeah. Because I don't have any more ants that I can enchant. I just don't. What is this? Okay, but anyway, what we do is we place the ant queen on the board. We place the ant queen, which unfortunately will end up killing the that will kill the trap. Oh, wait, no, why am I worried? It'll kill the broken egg, but that doesn't matter right now because we'll just win anyway. I love the multi-attack cards, especially the ones that attack diagonally. In this circumstance, well, that's unfortunate. Actually, no. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We'll go rabbit, worker ant, then rabbit, worker ant. Yeah, here we go. I can place another rabbit over here, which will probably go to child 13 anyway, so, yeah. Now, what we need to do is we need to buy out the third space. We need to buy out the third space. Reason being, if we buy that space, nothing, well, alright, something could stop it, like that bloodhound. Such powerful creatures, choose wisely. Trade for what you can, but know this, the rest will stay and fight for me. Well, we'll take that. Oh, and then we'll take the bloodhound. Strange choices. Well, I don't think they're actually that strange, because if you really look at it, you're screwed! I guess we'll go rabbit. We don't have another ant. We'll just put a skunk on the board. That sounds like a good idea. Alright. This should be victory. There we go. Alright. Now we fight Leshy. We're at the final boss. Let's see if this works. It should. Ooh, amalgam. I don't actually like that. I don't like that in my deck. I guess we could probably Mole Man. Just for defense, right? Yeah, we'll go Mole Man for defense. That sounds like a good idea. Let me show you the way. Yes. I like my this. Do I switch now to Undying? That is the question. Hold on. What items do I have? I do have items. That's nice. I don't have any pelts, also. What all do you plan on streaming and or are streaming currently? I'm glad you asked. Inscryption. Love playing this game. This is a game that I'm going to continue streaming. I'm going to want to stream it or not like as frequently as possible, but more frequently. At some point, I would like to play more Noida. It's another extremely difficult roguelike game. So I think that could be fun. What are some other ones? I think I could stream possibly more Mortuary's Assistant. That could be really cool. I've been thinking about streaming Hades and Hades 2. So a lot of roguelike games. That's what I'm thinking about playing on stream. And then also Marvel Rivals. I still think I can play Overwatch. So like that's what I'm looking at. Hey man, just joined the stream. What's the game about? This is Inscryption. Inscryption is a roguelike card game. The entire idea is that you go through the game, try to make your deck more powerful, and eventually you can beat the final boss. It's really cool. We're currently playing in Keycee's mod, which makes it, which makes it to where, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're playing Keycee's mod, which makes it play more like a roguelike. If you haven't seen Inscryption, I would 1000% recommend it. I'm not sacrificing that. We're sacrificing the cockroach, and we're gonna put Mantis over here. Undying Mantis. Yeah. This game is freaking amazing. If you haven't played it, absolutely do it. If you don't want to play it, you should check out my series on the story mode for the game. Because, man, was it a time. It was fun. And you caught us at the final boss of our run. So, let's see how it works. Oh, dear. Alright, smoke. Alright, what cards do I get blessed with? A ringworm. Aye. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, wait, this is actually awful. We're gonna go smoke over here. We're gonna play... We'll play the ringworm down here to defend against the amalgam. Yeah. And then we end the turn. You're the prospector now, which means that you're gonna turn my cards into gold next go. Oh, dear. Okay, we're gonna go rabbit. And we're gonna go, Mirror Man. Mirror Man's gonna, go over to the amalgam. That'll kill him before he actually damages me. Then, I guess I can toss the opossum down here. No, I don't want to do that. We'll do this. We'll stick with this. That'll turn him into gold. That's why I didn't want to play the previous thing. Okay, what do I get? A skunk. Okay, this is a problem. Like a pretty massive problem. Okay, we do this. Place the skunk over here. Oh, wait. No. Velgluk. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna need it. We'll play the turkey over here. And then have you pass your turn. If you pass your turn, I think I can win this. And then I don't have the bones for this, but I do think I can win now if I have you pass your turn. I just need to get to some bones, man. I just need some bones so I can play cards. Ah, this is terrible. This is awful. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That gets me... Oh, no, I'm dead! No! Oh. No, 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 no. I miscounted. No, no. Oh, it was such a good deck. All I had to do was draw into one ant. Any ant would have done. All I needed to do is draw into an ant or the mantis or anything. Ah, gosh dang it. Ah. You put up a good fight, I think. I put up a good fight up until the fight that you saw. Oh dear. All right, what is this? It's dams, right? When a card bearing the sigil is played, a dam is created on each empty adjacent space. A dam is defined as 0 power to defense. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're watching because, man, I was not expecting someone to that doesn't necessarily know what the game is to come in here, because typically I expect people that already know what the game is and have seen other content on it and stuff like that, and being like, hey, that's an interesting, or like, I know that game, I'll go ahead and check it out. Hello there, Mr. Cymatics. I hope you're having a good day. I am having a good day. It's been a very interesting day thus far. What else do I want here? I guess we'll go beaver. These are exquisite, thank you. One moment. We're fine. Yeah, no problem. I want to explore new content. Yeah. Like, and more power to you, because this is a really cool game. Oh my gosh. Wow, nothing that I really want here either. I guess I'll go flying stuff and pray for an ant totem later. That'll be fine. Yeah. Like, this game is so much fun. I really do enjoy it. I love this one. We'll go squirrel, and then we'll go... This is a flying ant. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll go... Yeah. That's good, because I also have no idea what this game is about. You don't? Seriously? Oh my god. Alright, so, I have a series on this game. There was a story mode. There is a story mode to this game, and it is stellar. It is fantastic. The amount that went into it, is just amazing. It's so fun. The game is great. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. And if you want to check out my series on the game, I absolutely go ahead and do that, because I recommend checking it out. Yeah, he makes great content. I've been with this channel for a bit, history-wise, I guess. There was a little gap for a good while. Yep. But, like, man, that's absolutely fine. We'll go squirrel, and then ant queen. Ant queen go there, and then, yeah, we're good. Yeah. And, like, it's been a really fun time being able to make videos, because like a lot of this has given me a broader understanding of what I enjoy in a game. So like just like it's been really cool. So not only do I get to play more games that I could find super enjoyable, but I get to share that first experience with all of you. It's really nice. It's super cool. So these runs of the game you're playing are a post-game challenge mode, right? Yes, they are. So the way it works is you, in order to get to this mode, you have to beat the original story, and then only then you're able to get to Keycee's mod. However, there's a way to bypass the story by inputting some sort of code in like the menu or something, and you can just get immediately into this mode. But this section of the game also appears in the original game. However, actually, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. This section of the game does happen in the original story mode, and then something happens, and like it's just awesome. What do the cards do? Like, how does the game play out? Okay, so the way that the game works, actually, this is a decent spot to see. So the way it works is, in order to play the game, you have to be able to summon monsters. Monsters have a attack stat and a life stat. The attack stat is on the left. The life stat is on the right. All right. This skunk has 0 attack. It won't attack, but it does have 3 life. So what I could do is I could place this skunk on the board, and though it won't attack, it could defend my life points or something like that. You're going to notice some cards have a sigil in the middle. Those give special effects, right? So this skunk, what this does is the creature opposing a card bearing this sigil loses 1 power. So pretty much this skunk doesn't do really any damage at all. However, it does have 3 HP, and it makes it to where any opposing attacking creature doesn't do as much damage, right? You have these little symbols up in the top right of a card, which indicates whether or not you need to sacrifice other cards to play them. The more sacrifices you need to make for a card, the more powerful they are. The entire point of the game is to reduce your opponent's life points to 0, basically. However, you and your opponent technically share hit points. It's weird. So you're playing through the various battles seen in story mode, just without the story elements included. Pretty much. I gotta go, man. It's 17 for me right now. It's been good catching up. See ya. Hey, thanks for stopping by. This is really fun. Okay. For the HP mechanic, there's a little scale on the left-hand side of the table, and if your side of the scale hits 0, you lose. However, if you get your opponent's side of the scale to 0, they lose. So the more damage you take, the more HP your opponent has. So like modified Magic the Gathering in a way. Sort of, yes, actually. Except the mana system is your creatures. You have to sacrifice your creatures instead of tapping lands. I typically don't like describing certain games with other games. Reason being, there's a good chance, or like not a good chance, but like there is a chance that the person I'm talking to does not know the game that I'm referencing. So, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, this game is... that's a really cool game. What is it like? Oh, well, have you ever heard of Magic the Gathering? What's Magic? And then you have to explain what Magic the Gathering is. And then, in order to get to that point, it's like, oh, okay. Like, how does that game work? Well, do you know Pokemon? No, I don't know Pokemon. Or sorry, I know Pokemon. Like the video game? No, I'm talking about the card game. Oh. Well, no, I don't know what that is either. So yeah, I'm glad that you do know Magic the Gathering, because it makes it a lot easier. Sorry, my bad. New to the channel. No, not your bad at all. I'm just explaining why I don't typically like using or like comparing certain games to other ones, especially to newer people to the channel, because I don't know exactly what knowledge bank you're working out of for certain games. That's it. And then again, I'm also bad at explaining things normally, so it's kind of a bad combination of things. You know? Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put, I guess, a skunk over here. Alright, that raven's only gonna deal 1 damage. Yeah. Yeah, but you see this little scale over here? That is to determine your HP. So right now it is at the middle section, so I would need to deal 5 damage to my opponent to kill him, right? Or you may make the other person think it's just what you're referring to. Like saying, Saints Row is like GTA, only for the person to think it's a GTA clone. Yes. It's, like, there are so many ways to get, like, confuse who you're talking to about it. So I don't typically prefer comparing it to other games. What Saints Row? That's a good question. Hold on. Hold on. Let me look up what Saints Row. That's not it. Saints Row. I can't. There we go. Saints Row. What is this? Xbox. Huh. Original Saints Row is a series action-adventure video game created by Violation and published. The series follows the 3rd Street Saints, a fictional street gang originally operating out of the Saints Row district. Hence the series title. Huh. That's interesting. I like that. Okay. Sorry about that. A series of open-world crime games. Interesting. Well, I guess now we know what Saints Row is. Okay, so the dams actually might be a bad thing. Oops. This is gonna make the game take a whole heck of a lot longer because I don't have anything else to grab from. No more ants either. Neat. Well, this turned from decent to pretty bad fast. Uh-oh. This is a problem. I need a better... Actually, this could be good. This could be a decent thing. However, I do need a better sigil on my ants in order to make this work out the way that I would want it to. Nothing else. All right, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna die is what we're gonna do. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to not die by doing this. Now I'll put an ant in my hand. Ants go here, or no. Bad me. No! Place ant over here. Bad. The series was quite literally killed by the GTA clone label. Oof, being a Saints Row fan is extremely depressing. Yeah, I get that. It really does suck when a game is reduced to, oh, it's just a clone of another game. Because like, more often than not, it isn't just a clone of another game. And there's actually a lot of stuff that goes into it. But the second that some people hear, oh, it just plays like this other game, it's really, it can really be like, oh, well, I don't like that game, so I may as well not play it. Are squirrels like the most useless card in the game or something? So the way that squirrels work is they cost nothing to put on the board. So, if you're noticing the top right, you need cards to sacrifice in order to get certain cards on the board. Squirrels don't have that. The only thing that they are good for, however, is to sacrifice to put other cards onto the board. So, in a way, yes, but also it's more like a mana resource. It's more like a mana resource than an actual card that you can, like, summon. So I just need better cards to summon so I can actually use the squirrels in more interesting ways. Yeah, that I think that makes sense, right? I'll be darned you came back. Care for a game of chance? Yeah. Alright, well, which boulder do I do? Show me where to strike. I strike on the left. That's a golden pelt. Okay, so if you want to know cards that are actually useless, you have a card classification called pelts. Pelts are a brick. They are awful. You don't want them in your deck. However, there is a part in the game where you can trade pelts for cards. You have different variations of cards. You have common cards, uncommon cards, and rare cards. Golden pelts, when traded out, give rare cards. So that'll be nice. If you ever need something new to stream, I definitely recommend Saints Row 1 and 2. It's super easy to play those games for free these days. That's fair. I might check it out. A game franchise I'm thinking about getting into. Ooh, there we go. Game franchise I'm thinking of getting into is the Resident Evil series. I've been looking at the Resident Evil series, and I just don't know where to start at. I'm not sure if I want to start at the first game or like the most recent one, because like I know that there are certain story elements that might be missed if I start in on later games or like the most recent one, but I don't know. Do I start with the first one? I don't know. So pelts are kind of like a currency to sell off for better cards. Yes, they are. The only problem with them is that they get put into your main deck, so there is now a chance to draw into them. And if you draw into them, they do nothing. Wow, that's a rabbit. Well, what do I do here? I guess I go ant over here, and it's a flying ant, so I'll attack over the opossum. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, the Resident Evil series went downhill in a very similar way to the Saints Row franchise. Really? Did it? Which game did it to that? Because I know that Devil May Cry was made by the same people that did Resident Evil, and the reason why they made Devil May Cry was because the game designer for the game, or for Resident Evil, decided, I don't want to make a Resident Evil game. I want to make something cool. I want to make something that feels really cool, and like the player gets to do just a lot of stuff and just like feel like a absolute badass. So they went ahead and made Devil May Cry instead of a Resident Evil game, and they were like, this isn't a Resident Evil game. What did you do? We can't brand this as Resident Evil. And then it turned out to be a hit game franchise. It is really cool. And I love Devil May Cry, at least as a concept. I haven't... This is gonna sound like a crime. However, for someone that really likes the Devil May Cry franchise, I've not played any of them. Does the attack amount carry through to your life, or just destroy the card and then stop there? Or is it more like Trample in MTG? It is not like Trample, most of the time. So, whenever a creature attacks into another creature, if the attack power is greater than the life power, the card will die. And any excess damage does not go through. There is an exception. The exception is if I were to say kill this wild bull, and there was a rabbit behind it, and I killed it with 2 damage when it only has 1 HP, that damage would carry over to the card behind it. So this rabbit, for instance, and kill both the wild bull and the rabbit. So it won't deal damage to my opponent, but it will kill both creatures. The Resident Evil games essentially slowly shifted away from survival horror and became a dumb, cliche Call of Duty-like action shooter. Interesting. Huh. Okay. So it's no longer really a horror franchise. So it's in... Okay. That's good to know. That's very good to know. But, like... Oh, survival horror and became dumb, cliche Call of Duty-like action shooter. Okay. I haven't heard it be, like, the Resident Evil series be compared to a, like, Call of Duty. That's a first for me. That's interesting. Because, like, I do know, like, a little about not Call of Duty. Well, I also know a little about Call of Duty. I don't play it, but I know a little about Resident Evil. Yeah. I guess I will eventually get to it. But I'll keep that in mind, that the first installments are gonna be a lot scarier, like, just in nature, to the later ones. We're gonna go bug, corpse maggot. I guess I can use that, because it'll just play automatically. That's nice. Frozen opossum. Oh, I get another one. Why not? Black goat. Black goat sounds good. What do the different symbols on the map mean? The different symbols on the map are certain events that you can take. The one I'm at is a campfire. The way the campfire works is you can choose a card and place it in front of the campfire. And it has the chance, and you can make whatever card is on the campfire stronger, either in HP or attack power. However, if you want to, so actually I'll go ahead and just do this real quick. I'm going to buff this elk fawn damage-wise by putting it near the campfire. However, the campers are very hungry, so they're going to offer to allow the whatever creature I put there to stay 1 extra time to make it possibly even stronger, but there's also the chance that the card gets destroyed because the campers kill and eat it. It's very dark. We're gonna try it. There we go. We managed to increase the elk fawn's damage by 2. So now it does a decent bit of damage. Yeah, you're right. Saints Row had a similar fate. It slowly became more and more ridiculous until we went from gang violence to eventually becoming a superhero action game. Huh. That's a little sad to me. It kind of reminds me in a very tangential way to how Overwatch is, where it feels like a lot of its identity kind of just lost itself from Overwatch 1. Which is a darn shame, but it is what it is at this point. There's not much that we can do about it. I still enjoy how it plays, but I can't deny that there's a lot of the original, like, essence of what it was just isn't there anymore. Alright, so the symbol I just clicked on is a boss fight. This is where things get tricky, because these guys have very, specialized effects to make me, not like myself. So this one, is known as the Trapper. They'll, ooh. shoot. This person will summon a bunch of strange frog-like creatures. And then when you kill them, they turn into a trap. And if any of your creatures attack into the trap, they'll die immediately and turn into a pelt, which is useful for the second part of the match. But it does instantly kill your creature. That's not good. So we're going to place a frozen opossum in front of this strange frog. And I guess we'll go ahead and place the skunk in front of that bullfrog. The way we're gonna do this is very slowly. We just want to get as many resources into hand as possible, so we can actually start playing the game into the second phase. We got another ant in hand. The Saints Row devs didn't want to be called a GTA clone, so they made the more outlandish elements of the previous games the center focus. It even splits the fan base in two. Yikes. Whew. That's unfortunate. Okay. It's just a shame when that happens, because, like, I get where they're coming from, but it sucks. I just want to leave this here for now. I'm waiting for a good spot to start going in for the kill, and it's looking like I'm gonna want to start doing it next turn. Yes, we should have the resources required for next turn, because that flying opossum is gonna... Ooh, wait, no. What if we do it now? What if we start immediately? We go ant queen right here. That'll get a worker ant into my hand. Then we wait for... No. Yes. We would have to wait one more turn. Unless we place the corpse maggots. Which I don't want to do. Yeah, actually, you know what? We will place the corpse maggots. And we'll play the worker ants over here. They'll turn into a pelt later, but that's just a sacrifice I'm gonna have to make. Alright, we got a wolf pelt, and a rabbit gets spawned. Nothing too crazy about the rabbit. And then we can go over here. The flying ants will create a dam and then start attacking. All right, so the way ants work, I haven't been able to really use them this go. What does corpse maggots do? Corpse maggots, the way corpse maggots works, it works on a different summoning mechanic. So, over on the left right here, you got bones. You get a bone when one of your creatures is either killed or sacrificed. Corpse maggots, you can summon it if you spend 5 bones, or when a creature dies on your field, it'll automatically play itself. So it pretty much just is a free summon as long as it's in your hand. But because it uses bones, I don't have to sacrifice a creature in order to put it on the board. So it could just be used for sacrificing and stuff like that. The magpie is not doing me any favors right now. Okay, the Resident Evil devs saw how successful games like Call of Duty were and made the 5th game more action-focused. It ended up selling really well, and they didn't want to walk away from those sales. The Resident Evil devs, successful games like Call of Duty were. I see. Okay, so it's a similar story to how they ended up making Devil May Cry, but more from a sales point of view than an actual, like, oh, I want to make something that's different. Alright, Alright, so the second phase of this fight, the way it works, you get to use any pelt that you have in your deck, and you get to buy any of the cards on their board. Any of them. However, any card that you don't buy gets to fight for them. So, I believe I'm not going to be able to actually grab anything too powerful here. Ooh, what if we take this mantis, and we take this wolf cub, and I guess we take the, never mind, this phase has been trivialized. I'm fine, because now what I do is I just summon this mantis, and you have no defenses. Huh. Oh well. Essentially, Resident Evil 1 through 4 are the survival horror-focused ones. Interesting. Okay. I'll keep that in mind when playing them, because playing a horror game and then a survival horror game and a action shooter, it's very different. It's very different. We'll go Child 13. So I'll just need to keep that in mind when going into playing those games, and my headphones have gotten all tangled up. That's unfortunate. Okay. So anyway, I also wanted to explain how ants worked. Ants are very goofy. Which way do we go? How many items do I have? I have 2 items. We'll go to the right. Ants have a special symbol instead of their attack symbol. They have a bug symbol. What that bug symbol means is it will gain attack power for every other ant on the board. So if I summon 1 ant, it'll only deal 1 damage. But if I have 2 ants, both ants deal 2 damage, which adds up to 4 damage overall. If I have 3 ants, it goes 3 damage, meaning 9, and it just kind of scales really quickly. I guess we could go... I have a feeling I'm gonna die here. So we're gonna place Child 13 over here for sacrifices later, but I'm gonna... Well, shucks. Okay, great. We're gonna go Black Goat. Black Goat goes over here. Summon the Ant Queen. You're flying right now. That's interesting. We're gonna sacrifice you again. And now I have 2 ants on board. Here we go. That, Child 13 will die, but it'll put corpse maggots on board, which will immediately die. That sucks. I have a sacrifice. I'm gonna die here. Exponential growth ants. Yeah. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm just the greatest. I planned that. I planned winning right there. That's what I wanted to happen. Yes. Okay. Resident Evil 5 literally introduced zombies that could shoot guns and duck behind covers like soldiers. I'm sorry. That's goofy. This is very goofy. Something about that does seem kind of charming, but man, does that not sound like a horror game? I guess I can see how it would still technically possibly fall under like a thriller game, but like, man, that's goofy. Let's go ahead and place. Let's place the ants over here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have 1 turn to take out that wolf cub until we just kinda die. Okay. So what we do is we use the squirrel in a bottle and summon this ant queen so we can kill the wolf cub before it turns into a threat. Never mind. I forgot it flies. I forgot that my creatures fly. But it doesn't matter, because I'll just attack you anyway, because my creatures fly. Okay. I agree with you, Bizu. That ended up... I accidentally ended up making that scarier than I needed to. Alright, so the symbol I just clicked on allows me to add cards into my deck. Pretty plain and simple. I don't really like these cards, but I guess I will take them. Cockroach, I guess. Stressful game? It is. It is pretty stressful. Another thing to note about this game. When you beat it, the game doesn't, like, the game ends, but you can play it again after that. And after you beat it one time, you can make the game harder for, just cuz, and then you can beat the game again, make the game harder and harder and harder, until eventually, it's just the hardest it can ever be. And the entire point is to try and get up the difficulty scale as well as trying to get through the game, right? It's such a cool concept. We're going to set up the corpse maggots, and we're just going to remove the corpse maggots before the second prompt happens, so I don't accidentally kill it, because I don't want to do that. Okay. Whew. Oh, for the love of everything. What are you summoning? A pronghorn. Okay. So I guess what we'll do is we'll summon Child 13. Child 13 is also a special card. Child 13, the way he works, well, the way it works is when you sacrifice Child 13, it doesn't die. It still gets sacrificed, but it doesn't die. And when you sacrifice it once, it changes modes. So we have Child 13. It can be sleeping, so that's when you just play it onto the board. It can be sleeping, and then it has its attack mode. So when you sacrifice it once, it has 2 attack power, is flying, and has 1 health. So it's very good for just getting a constant stream of sacrifices on board, and also sometimes gives damage. It's basically infinite mana. However, the pronghorn is going to kill Child 13. And put corpse maggots on the board. Alright, let's see. What do we have here? Nothing I actually want. We'll leave it here. Oh, wait. All I have to do is deal 1 more damage, and I win. Which means that I just win with the ant that's currently on the field. And now I can take this flying ant and just attack you. Fantastic. Yeah. There's a little bit of give and take with some of these sigils. So, the way flying works, typically, the way that the game works, you're supposed to be attacking into other creatures in order to get to your opponent's life points, right? To deal damage and make it to where you can live for longer. The way flying works, you bypass part of that problem. So you attack over your creatures, which means that you don't have to attack through any creatures as long as you have flying. However, this could sometimes be a problem. I've run into this. You just witnessed me run into this. If you are trying to place a creature to kill another problem creature, but you only have flyers, then you can't kill that problem creature. So then you have to deal with whatever nonsense your opponent's board has. Then you have something called... actually, I forget exactly what it's called. Let me see. Can I... No, I can't. There is another gimmick where you can swim underground. Typically, fish have this ability. They still have to attack through creatures. They attack like normal. However, at the end of your turn, they'll go underwater, which means creatures can't attack them. But this also could be a little tricky because if you're... this could be tricky because if you're trying to put something on the board to defend against your opponent, you can't play that card anymore because they'll just attack over it because your card is swimming under the water. Alright, what do we have? We'll sacrifice this and put it on one of the worker No! We'll put it on Child 13. So now it's undying and has infinite capabilities. So now, Child 13, the way it works, is I can sacrifice it an infinite amount of times, and then if it dies, it'll go back to my hand instead of going into the Aether. What does this event do? This one or the one previously? The event that I just used was a sacrificing event. The way it works, you can choose one creature to buff and one creature to sacrifice. Alright? The creature you buff, or the creature you sacrifice, is immediately removed from your deck. Forever. However, the creature you buff gains the sigil, or whatever benefit that other card had. So, what I did was... so what I did was I made it to where Child 13 not only is an infinite source of mana, but if they kill that infinite source of mana, it'll go back to my hand instead of just dying. So it's a way to not only thin out your deck, it is also a way to make your other cards more powerful. It's a very cool event and adds a lot of depth to certain interactions. Okay. The Elk Fawn, I don't actually want to play right now. We're gonna go Worker Ant over here and just attack over the Pack Mule because it doesn't have any attack. Broken card? I'm not certain yet. It's a very good card, certainly, but I'm not sure if I would necessarily call it broken. Because not only do I have to get to it through my deck, but I also do still have to sacrifice one creature in order to get to it. And yes, it'll go back to my hand, but it's still not going to really help me in the attack department necessarily. So it's a very good card, but I wouldn't necessarily say broken. How do I go about this? We're gonna go Squirrel. We're gonna go Black Goat. We're gonna sacrifice the Squirrel for the Black Goat. Black Goat, the way it works is you can sacrifice it as 3 different sacrifices. So it counts as 3 different things. We'll go... Hold on. Wolf Cub is getting summoned right up there. So we'll go Flying Ant. We'll play the Flying Ant over here. Yeah. Play the Flying Ant over here. That'll create a dam to block off this Wolf Cub. I'll deal 4 damage. Then, you know, I might end up using music from this game for my D&D campaign during more eerie moments. Yes. The music here is also really nice because it really gives off that vibe of, ooh, something's wrong here. It's really cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and put the skunk on the board. Okay. Now I should be able to... Oh, this is a problem. This is a big problem. Squirrel, I need to be able to kill you, like, now. So I think that I lose this run. I think I lose this run because of the second phase of this fight. That's unfortunate. Okay. We'll do this. That'll get us the win for now, but we have phase 2. He's gonna kill all my creatures and turn them into gold, which is a problem. Okay, and he's gonna summon that, which is unfortunate. I only have 3 HP, and all I really have to my name is a worker ant. We will end it here. Yeah. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Worker ant. Oh, I don't have another squirrel, though. Corpse maggots doesn't really help me all that much. Okay. Oh, dear. We're gonna summon the squirrel, summon the worker ant, summon the corpse maggots over here. Oh, and both of them are flying. No! 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 Okay, cockroach! I mean, I guess the cockroach I can play over here. Because, oh no, oh no, no, oh no. Ow! Ant Queen, that don't help me. I'm dead, alright. Ah, gosh dang it. That's unfortunate. Another aspect of this game is typically you have 2 lives. The lives are indicated by the candles in the right. You have 2 lives. When you hit the boss fight, one of those lives is snuffed out, so you only have 1 life to deal with the boss. But if you do have 2 lives by the time you get to the boss, you get an extra card in your hand called Smoke. When you sacrifice a smoke, it gives you 4 bones. So it's supposed to balance out. Alright, during my next session, the party is gonna end up waking up after being asleep for a week, only to find the crowded city they were in completely empty with only some monsters around. No people. Okay, I like that. There's so many ways to go into that. Rest in pepperonis. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I'm hoping for a better run this go. All right. No ants, which is unfortunate. We'll go field mice for their effect. Field mice, the effect they have is called fecundity. When you play a card with fecundity, you get a copy of that card in your hand without the sigil. The idea is for me to sacrifice the field mice and put them onto an ant to get more ants in my deck. Now what? I guess I'll take the opossum because I'm gonna want to sacrifice cards anyway, so I should have enough bones. Then we go over to the right immediately and sacrifice the field mice. Music from this game will definitely capture that eerie feeling I'm looking for. Yes, not to mention, the setup that you have can lead to a lot of different story threads. You could have it, there are many ways that you could do this. You can make it to where, and I'm really excited to hear about it. You can make it to where they went asleep for a week because of one of the monsters, and then that monster goes in and ransacks the village or something like that, or they're waking up, or like they're in like a dream or something like that, and they need to get out of the dream because whatever is holding them there is slowly killing them or something like that. There's so many ways to make that interesting. I really like that hook. That's good. All right, place a squirrel. I guess we'll place a skunk for now, and that's it. Nasty skunk. Yeah. Now what? Yeah, we just try to play into this. Ooh, we got a ant. We got an ant. And now we play this to play another flying ant, which will deal overall 4 damage. And then you'll summon a raven, but that doesn't necessarily matter. I'll deal another 4 damage, which will kill you, right? Yes. Perfectly. That's good. The city is actually empty because the party is captured and thrown into a death game meant to kill them and other people in the city who are also trying to survive. I like that. That is super clever. That is super clever. How are they gonna get out? Ooh. Ooh, lovely. That's fun. All right, we'll take the vulture turkey, or the turkey vulture. Yes. And then what do I want to sacrifice? I don't really necessarily want to sacrifice anything, but I guess I'll sacrifice a skunk just to get it out of my deck. And I'll put this on the Ant Queen. So whenever I play the Ant Queen, it will weaken whatever card it's facing to make it a decent tank, right? I like that. I like that a lot. Actually, no, I don't like it a lot, but I do like it. Okay, we're gonna go field mice, flying ant. Flying ant is gonna go over here. That'll give me another ant to the hand. Good. And then next turn, I'll just draw into another squirrel. I'll draw into another squirrel, play it, summon into this ant, play this over here. That would be 4 damage. That elk is going to attack me. However, that'll only deal 3 damage. I can deal 4. Actually, I can deal 5. We'll take a card from the top and summon the opossum, dealing 5 damage, which does Ooh, not quite enough. I forgot. The mole takes that damage instead. Oops. Alright, well, that doesn't necessarily matter. I'll sacrifice the opossum and the squirrel, summon into this ant queen, which will give me another card. I and my friends decided to murder some innocent people in a campaign. Then in the next campaign, we were turned into goblins by one of the victims' wives, who was a powerful sorceress. Somehow I feel like that's deserved. Oh no, something about that circumstance. They were innocent? Yeah. Or oh well, I guess. Golden pellet, I guess. I'm gonna wanna see if I can trade that out for a rare card. Please tell me that there's a place where I can trade this out for, and now we have a totem. Yeah. I've played in quite a few fun campaigns. I'm playing in one right now. It's not in the Dungeons and Dragons setting, where we are using a different system for this game called Mutants and Masterminds. We're working on the 2nd edition. The idea is that we're playing with or using the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure rules. So all of us have a stand, and if you're unaware of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and what a stand is, it's basically like a spirit ghost that manifests your will. So if you have like a very strong will, you'll have a very strong stand, and like those stands can have certain abilities. So for example, one of them is called Star Platinum. Star Platinum can't say that. There's a stand called The World. The World allows the user to stop time for a very short amount of time, or for a short time. And you have Purple Snake, which can like remove your opponent's stand's abilities by turning them into like little discs, and it's really cool. This campaign relates to an event in the story where prisoners across the world mysteriously disappear, them actually being put into in said death game. I see. So it's not necessarily their... Ooh. Okay. That's fun. That's very fun. Alright. And then a possum. There we go. So we are currently playing with just as random characters that ended up getting stands. We are college students that ended up getting stands, and now we have to deal with other stand users that are doing like nefarious things to get more powerful and stuff like that. Then in the next campaign, we had to save her village from a rampant child who was unaware of the power she had. This caused the people in the town to be frozen in a blizzard, and a blizzard to appear. One of my friends was the father of the child. Oh! Oh dear. That just kept escalating. My gosh. Okay. Fun! I can only imagine how that went. The child wanted her father... Yeah, the child wanted her father. That's why she was rampant. Oh, okay. So, like, the idea is that you have to get through the blizzard to get to the child, which is causing the blizzard to calm her down to stop the storm. Okay, I like that. That's fun. Cuckoo! I like that. I like the cuckoo. Very powerful. It's not a bug, but I can definitely turn it into a bug. Or at least I can try to. Ooh, this is at least a little better than the flying over there. And then, please be bugs. Dang it. Okay, we'll have undying instead. Which might be better than the bees. Hilariously enough. This is actually also going to be related to my friend's campaign too. The more minor villains in his campaign are captured and forced into the death game. Okay. So, I really like that. So it's a little bit of teamwork on the storytelling side of things, where this campaign will tie into the other one. It's always cool when you're able to do stuff like that. I was recently able to do that because of the campaign that I ran the one campaign that I ran for my friends. The way that campaign ended was the universe blew up, and one of my players said, "Hey, I just got this the Eve of Ruin book, like the little just pre-built campaign where Vecna's trying to just be an absolute jerk and take over the entire universe." So we ended up taking a bunch of characters from previous campaigns and playing them, and trying to stop Vecna from destroying the multiverse. And it worked out really well. And a lot of the characters that were used were from my campaign, which was super cool. And then our DM ended up playing into the fact that a lot of the characters were from my campaign and made it a continuation of where I left it off. It was really neat. All right, but anyway, we're gonna go worker ants over here. Actually, this is awful. This could not be any more awful. This is a flying ant. Unfortunately, both my worker ants and my ant queen are gonna die. Yeah, it's gonna be a shock at the table when they see a participant and I say his name was Mellorin, the Manslayer. I'm gonna give a bit of the spotlight to his earlier villains who were defeated. Interesting. Okay. I love the collaborative storytelling that you've got going on, because there's so much fun that you can have right there. I also did a hold on. I also did a one-on-one campaign with my other friend. In the first campaign, she got attacked by goblins in the middle of the forest. Afterwards, there was an old goblin who wanted her help. Oh! Well, I can only imagine that that goblin didn't last very long if they were just attacked by goblins, right? Right? Like, am I crazy for that? All right. What do we have? Turkey Vulture's gonna go over there, and that should end this phase, right? Yeah, this will end the phase. Yeah. I ended up also running a go of Curse of Strahd, which was super fun. That one ended technically at a temple. The reason I say technically is we had an artificer in our party, and like, it was a completely, I believe it was a completely harmless thing. We had a armorer artificer in our party that had the sentinel feat. So what ended up happening was a death slot jumped them, right? And the death slot was just gonna kill them, right? However, because they had the shield spell, which they shouldn't have had, they were able to just hold the death slot in that one room and slowly erode at its HP. And then a different party member casts the silence spell, making it to where none of the spells that the death slot could cast worked. So pretty much they stun locked this death slot by keeping it in this room and just stopping it from doing anything. The unfortunate part for them is they actually didn't have the shield spell, so we ended the campaign pretty much after that because they should have died in that circumstance. My players are also players in his campaign, so they know who those villains are. One of my players was even killed by Melrin in session 2. Jeez. My goodness. So that I think that's going to be a really cool twist. It's going to be super fun. At least it sounds super fun, you know? So that, like, the idea is definitely there, and I love it. It sounds amazing. Anyway, we're just gonna completely destroy this person. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Leave me be. I'm done with you. I'm done. I don't want to continue these petty squabbles. This is definitely not a deck that's gonna beat Leshy, though, which is unfortunate. How far am I in this run? I'm not sure. Mantis God. I'm taking the Mantis God. I'm just doing it. I may as well do it. Wait. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Okay, this is the spot that allows me to trade out my pelts. And I have a golden one, which means I get the chance to buy a rare card. How does this work? When a card bearing the sigil perishes, a copy of it is created. Okay, we'll take... Unfortunately, I don't really like these cards. We'll go Child 13. Okay. This will be fine. I have 3 items. Alright, this spot just makes it to where I can kill any card in my deck. So if there's a card in my deck that I just don't like, I can remove it. It's gone, like it never existed. So I guess I'll remove the opossum. We have a rule where if characters from another campaign appear, the DM of their origin campaign is allowed to roleplay as them. I like that. I like that a lot. That's very fun. That's so cool. Because it gives the DM who introduced them a little bit of agency and in how they want that character to act. You know? That's just like a very smart decision. We're gonna put Child 13 over in this spot. We're gonna put the Cuckoo over here to prevent this wolf cub from spawning in. Yes. And deal 3 damage. Okay. I need to now win. I need to win now. So what I'll do is I'll play the Ant Queen over here. That'll get me a worker ant, and then sacrifice Child 13 again to summon the other worker ant and reactivate Child 13. That should kill you before the wolves actually start to Ugh, maul me in the face. To the right. Right. Let's... Oh, dear, I didn't... Oops. Okay, that's fine. The old goblin wanted her to overthrow his tyrant king of his city. She amassed a following of about 9 other goblins. In the end, she had to fight one king goblin... One king, a goblin mimic, and a goblin dragon. I've never heard of a goblin dragon. That sounds kind of metal. I kind of like that. You know what? I was a little skeptical when I heard that when they were jumped by a goblin, and then very shortly later, I'm a goblin. I need your help. I honestly thought that goblin was gonna get a shiv to the gut, but I'm glad I was wrong. That sounds like a very interesting circumstance. All right, we're gonna go here, add a copy of this ant into my hand, and then just summon all the cards I want. All the cards I want are on the board. 4 ants. So much damage! Okay, now this can be a game-winning run. I think I can win this run now, thanks to that really cool totem that I just got. I think this is a salvageable situation. I might be fine. Can I not take any of these cards? Oh, I have to take one. Crud! None of those are at all remotely good for me. I should have taken something that I could have sacrificed for, though. I don't know. After killing the king, she became the new queen, and only one of her friends remained when she walked outside. The entire city was there and cheering that the tyrant king was dead. Hey, a happy ending. Fantastic. That's freaking awesome. I think I'm gonna make a boss in my D&D a super dangerous, normal-sized ant now. You know, funny you should mention that. All right, we're gonna try and copy this this flying ant. All right, this guy. He's just a little slime dude in a jar. You can place one of your cards in for his little easel, and he'll try to mimic the card. Sometimes he'll get it completely right, and you'll just get a 1-to-1 copy of whatever card you put in there. However, sometimes he will screw up and either make the card stronger or weaker. Typically weaker. In this instance, it doesn't matter. I just needed a card to summon. Alright, and then we put flying ant on board, and then I place this flying ant on board. And now I can just kinda win because I have 4 ants on board dealing 16 damage. This kind of hand can very easily get me the win. It could, but I need to, in that case, draw into ants. If I draw into the ants that allow me to summon more ants, that is awesome. But if I do not draw into those ants, I could very easily just eat poop. I don't like that. Okay. Oh, right, we get a pack rat, making it even harder for me to do anything. Wonderful. All right. I think yep. It's literally just an ant, except it does like 5d12 piercing damage. Oh! I see. Lovely. 5d12 piercing damage? That ant's gonna hit one of your players and they're gonna be like, oh! What did it do? Remove my arm? Like, they will never look at an ant the same way again. They might not even look at like, fleas the same way again, because they're small and can attack you when you're asleep. Because they basically make no sound. Okay. We'll put the smoke over here. I guess we can put Child 13 here. And we'll just place the Ant Queen on this spot. That'll get me another worker ant. I think that's a victory. That's 6 damage. Okay. Now, you will turn all of my cards into bow or into gold. Which is not great, but it's fine. Can I run a homebrew item by you? Sure. Why not? Go ahead. Just go for it. Elk fawn. Awful for right now. Okay. What do I do in this instance? Well, I guess I have a Mantis God. That's nice. I may as well, actually use this item now. Because I can. And now what's the prospector gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's nothing. He's just gonna sit there and slowly die while he tries to get over the gold wall that he created. Alright, it's a trinket that you would attach to your melee weapon. It's called the Shard of the Blood Moon. Okay, strong start. I like the name. I like the concept. It's like a weapon enchantment. That's nice. A pack rat. We're gonna go with the amoeba because it's easy to summon. And I can use it as a sacrifice. Plus 1d6 necrotic damage. Okay. Interesting. An extra, in addition to damage, can be very, can be dangerous. And the only reason why is because there are a lot of martial classes, like, let's say, the monk. They can just attack a lot and make heavy use out of that d6 necrotic damage. However, you might be able to do something with that. I like the idea. I really like the idea. However, it is very easy to end up with a situation where all of your, or the player that gets it is just able to outpace everyone in damage. I do like it, however. Do use it. This is actually giving me an idea for my assassin that can turn into an ant and kill people with master stealth skills. That sounds freaking hilarious, man. When an enemy is reduced to 0 hit points, you gain half the amount of necrotic damage dealt to it in hit points. I like that. I like that a lot. So, also keep in mind that their damage is going to be more than likely more than 1d6. And, hold on, when an enemy of necrotic damage dealt to it in hit points. Okay, so can that stack with other necrotic damage? So let's say I'm a warlock and I hex my opponent, and they'll deal extra, they'll take extra necrotic damage. Will that necrotic damage also go to my HP? Just questions. However, it is a cursed item. Ah, there you go. You roll disadvantage on rolls against being charmed or frightened. There you go. That can be interesting. Elk fawn. We're gonna destroy the elk fawn. Because that is a powerful magic item. But making it to where every once in a while it's just like, oh, that's a charm spell. Well, shucks, I guess I'm susceptible to whatever that is. What do you want me to do? That could be some interesting counterplay, in a way, because I gave one of my players an extra d6 of damage, and man, did they trivialize all of my combat encounters. My goodness. Yeah. If I ever say something kind of like this, or like the explaining and stuff like that, it's because it's most of the time it's because it's happened to me, where it's like, oh, I have this cool light, or I'm gonna give the party this item, and then that one item single-handedly destroys the entire campaign in balancing. My goodness. My party also has the aid of a supernatural entity that lives in its own pocket dimension. The party will be able to exchange gold for various services, such as rearranging your ability scores. That's cool. That's very nice. My goodness, there are so many times where I've been like, oh, I'm gonna make this character and this is the goal. This is what they are. And then I play them and I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. Or like, it doesn't suck, but like, I want to play him differently because his personality ended up turning out differently than how I expected it to. And the stats don't quite... I didn't double click that, but okay. And the stats don't quite reflect what it is anymore, right? So I like that. Alright. To break the curse, the shard must be cleansed in the light of a full moon by a powerful cleric or druid who is attuned to the celestial forces of nature. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, dear. Gosh dang it. I've nerfed my deck heavily. Okay. We're killable now. We're killable. This is unfortunate. Ah, goodness gracious. Alright. I like the curse thing. I like the curse. Does the item get to keep its power, or no? Because that's another thing to think about. What do I do here? I guess I do that. Place the wolf cub over here. And then place flying ant over here. And then kill the wolf cub immediately to deal some extra damage. Yeah. Okay. Now pray for a decent option. I mean, it's not bad. Okay, I guess we'll play this. We're actually going to use this item. Ow! Oof. The item that I just used, pliers. So the damage item that's used, the token that's used, is teeth. Because you're punching your opponents, right? You're dealing damage. You're doing a lot of stuff, and it's very violent. So what the plier does is it allows me to remove one of my teeth and put it on the scale. A little pain for a extra benefit. It's not a super high-powered item or anything. It's just something to use, I guess. Mud turtle, I guess. I don't like... my deck was so... It was consistent. It's not gonna be consistent anymore. Good. Alright, anyway. Alright, we'll do this. Also, while still cursed, you cannot get rid of the trinket. Standard cursed item shenanigans. So you can't put the item down. Okay, I like that. The supernatural entity is secretly a god, so he's able to do that kind of unheard of stuff. He's also able to change learned spells and chosen abilities for a price. I love that. That's incredible. It gives your party more options, which I feel is almost always a good thing. So, yeah, that's props to you for coming up with that. But anyway, we're going to deal 3 damage. That Rattler's going to deal 3 damage. Wait, I'm actually dealing 5. Huh. I don't quite win, but, like, I think I do win this next turn, right? Because I'm gonna summon this amoeba. Amoeba go here. And that'll deal a little bit of extra damage. That's good. I like this. Yeah. Secretly a god. I mean, it makes sense that a godly being would be able to do something like that. I really like that. I wish I had done that for my campaign. Well, alright. But like, okay. Such as rearranging your ability scores. I do still wish I had done that. However, I can almost guarantee you they would not want to use it for the purposes that I would want them necessarily to use it for. Because if they're using it, yeah, it's like, oh, I'm trying to change around my stats and change stuff. However, I have a feeling that most of my players would have been like, I'm going to use this and change my entire class, or change my entire race, or something like that. Something super, like, large scale like that, which kind of only makes sense in some circumstances. Alright. A jagged crimson crystal that seems to pulse with an eerie, unsettling energy. It can be affixed to any melee weapon, embedding itself into the hilt or pommel, where it glows faintly under the light of the moon. Okay, fun. We are going to copy this flying ant, because I was really sad when I had to remove it from my deck. Yeah, having an in-game way to change that kind of stuff and make the party work for it is great. I love it. It's super fun. It's because it gives the player more agency. It even starts. It can even be the start of a mission. Just like, oh, I want to change this aspect of my character. All right. Well, how do we do that? It's a very expensive thing. Okay, so we need money. How do we get money? Okay. Good. Let's do it. Changing your entire class would also be an available service for a super high price. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, increasing the price for the size of the change that you want to make. I like that. I like that. I didn't think of it. So yeah, that's a fantastic idea. It's a really good and cool thing that you did there. We are going to flying ant. Flying ant go here because it is flying. And then Cuckoo go here to prevent Raven from existing. And then I don't know, past her. It sounds like a good idea. Oh, that's a shark. That is a shark. I don't want to deal with shark. Shark, be gone. Take the squirrel. Don't take me. Take the squirrel. Uh-oh. All right. Well, please take the squirrel. Still, do that. Do the thing instead of taking anything that's actually of use to me. Or just die, I guess. It's a good thing all of my creatures are flying. Is that an ant? It is an ant. I win. Here we go. Here we go. All right, there we go. Woo! We're winning. We're so in this. We're so in this. Now, I just need to pray that my cards work out for me. We're going into the boss. I need my cards to work in my favor here. Otherwise, I lose. Hey, yeah. Hey, thanks for the chat, guys. But I have to go. I'll leave you with a like and a subscribe. Thanks for teaching me about this awesome game and for listening to my blabbering. Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by, because like it's really cool to be able to interact with viewers and stuff like that. Yeah, like, honestly, thank you. And, like, a lot of the blabbering wasn't that much of blabbering. It was great. there were pretty cohesive thoughts in there. So thank you for sharing them. I'm looking forward to hearing about stuff in the future. So yeah, keep doing good stuff. Anyway, we're fighting the final boss. Finally, this will be your final test. Sai, can you give any other suggestions for services the god should be able to offer? Well, it's a god, right? So I guess if it is a god, you could, and it is also able to change classes. I think being able to change like feats and stuff like that could be interesting. What are some other benefits that you could squeeze in there? I don't know. It's kind of strange. Because like, what could you screw around with? Even. Because like, I guess you could make small retcons to certain character backstories, but that gets to be really weird. Okay, here's what I do. I put this over here, put this over here. Wait, no. We need to place one... never mind. Coco. Put over here. If put over here, Amalgam no get spawned, no help them. Me in good. Me very good. Me very nice. And then, me get Flying Ant. Me do more damage. Because Flying Ant. Me summon Flying Ant over here. Me summon Flying Ant over here. Me do 8 damage in 1 turn. Me do good. Pretty much any choice the players make during character creation could be available as a service. Well, then there you go. Leshy. I think Fleshy's a little bit intimidated by my Flying Ant army. He decided to put up a bunch of trees to try and stop me, and I think that might work. Hold on. Have I already drawn a card? No, I haven't. I have an adder. Okay. Well, I can deal 4 damage to you. Yes, I can deal 4 damage. I guess we'll just let this... Oh, yeah, I forgot. Right, the entire point of overspill damage. Huh. Well, one of my ants did die, but like, I have another one in my deck that I can get at some point. I guess we can summon the adder. We're gonna wait to summon the adder. I have a thought. Can I destroy the moon with the adder? Is that how that works? Obviously stuff like race or backstory probably wouldn't be able to be changed. Interesting. This idea came from me realizing that players like to change stuff about their characters. So why not have this? It's fantastic. It's a really good idea. But like, yeah, I do agree. Certain the race decision, I think, does have to stay the same, because that has massive implications with, or that could have massive implications with backstory. Well, then again, you could, in theory, change that on the spot, I guess. It's weird. You wouldn't be able to do it in, like, the time scale, but you would certainly be able to do it by molding their flesh or something. Alright, anyway, we're gonna try this. Let's see if the adder instantly kills the moon. No, it does not. And now I am in a terrible spot. Okay, this is possibly bad. Oh. Wait, no, I'm fine. Summon Ant Queen. which gets me another ant. Here we go. And then let's summon the mud turtle. A turtle of mud. Sounds like a good idea. All right, but anyway, Adder does not do that. Child 13. Unfortunately, Child 13 is going to do a whole helping load of nothing for me. I'm going to force you to pass your turn. And I should just be able to win from this position. Pack rat. Neat. All right. Ooh, we did it! We did it! We did it! I think we should. This is it, right? And then we also get to have the Mantis God on the board. Amazing. Hi, Leshy. We beat you. We kicked your butt. Woo! We did it. Ah, that was nice. Boss is defeated 4. Cards drawn 13. Most scales damage in 1 turn 16. Squirrels harmed 21. I'm sorry, buddies. Sacrifices made 62. Misplays 10. I mean, I seem to win, so I'm fine with that. Entry 5. I'm addicted to Leshy's Inscryption. It's far from perfect, though. Some really unbalanced stuff in here, to be honest. I have my Ouroboros up to over 100 thanks to the stupidly broken Fecundity Sigil combo. Ouroboros? Is there something with Ouroboros that I haven't used? I've never used the Ouroboros. And from what I saw, it only gets extra... Or, no, it doesn't... It only survives stuff, so, like, you can put it on the board more. That's about it, right? Okay. I decided that I'm going to work on making this balanced and maybe a bit of an actual challenge. I'm making a mod. I wonder what Leshy will think. I think he will think that it's kind of strange that you're doing this. Mealworm. Fantastic. When Mealworm is sacrificed, it adds its start value to the card it was sacrificed for. Oh. Oh, that's super neat. I like that. Ah, starter deck unlocked. We got a new starter deck. It's a Mantis God starter deck. Cool. It also adds an aura of mystery to this character since the players don't know he's God. He's extremely shady, but is also extremely useful to the players. I like that. That's good. So this person's just kind of able to do some weird stuff. Wow. That's cool. Challenge unlocked. More and stronger. Opposing creatures in all battles. Wait, more and stronger opposing... Oh, dear. Okay. That's hard. Sure, that's tough. Wow. But we got a new deck. We got a new deck, guys. But, for now, we're going to call it an episode here. Well, actually, you know what? I might try. Ignore me. I might try another run. Just to see how the new deck works. New deck. I'm really curious. I'm sorry. Oh, you could do more difficult twice. Bosses award regular cards instead of... Nope, I don't like that. We're gonna do this. We're not going to do more difficult. We're gonna just make it to where everything is a totem fight. Yeah. Everything's a totem now. Because why not? Alright, Mantis God. I cannot wait to start with my beloved Mantis God. And then we just have to remove the ringworms, and that's it. Right? Like, all I have to do is get into one thing that I like. Hello there. I could summon a grizzly bear. Okay. That's a start. A super high power grizzly bear. Sounds like a good idea. I like it. I think it's fun. And we're gonna try the mealworm. We'll try that the mealworm. This character is a person who stays in the shadows, never getting directly involved in the plot, but he secretly aids the party to achieve their goals. Okay, interesting. So, I'm unsure if you'll know, but I play a game called Hades. Love Hades. It's super cool. There's a character in there called Charon. He's the shop, or like he manages the shop, and he works with Hermes to get his wares. And you can buy a bunch of stuff from Charon without anyone really knowing what he's doing. He's always in the shadows. He's always helping the player, though. He's very mysterious. It's really cool. So it kind of gives me those kinds of vibes, which is good. I like Charon. Anyway, Mantis God immediately. We're starting with punching power tonight. Only gonna do 1 damage to me? You're gonna do 1 damage? You're gonna do 1 damage? That's not enough damage to me. Also, what is the ringworm? It seems like it's just bad. It looks like it's just an awful card, and that's just it. It's basically a squirrel that I have to sacrifice for. And I just got all my ringworms. Like, what is this? What is the purpose of this card? I don't understand. Like, maybe it has some sort of secret effect that I'm not aware of, because I want to say Gek had a secret ability that I wasn't aware of. And apparently the Ouroboros has a weird ability that I'm not aware of. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know. Beehive would get me more sacrifices for more Mantis Gods. We're gonna go here to possibly get a totem that I like. Awful. Terrible, even. I hate that. For now, I'm gonna want my Mantis God to be as beefy as possible. Until I can eventually put the Mantis God's triple attack onto something else. This character has good intentions. He takes his time to turn normal mortals into heroes who take on insane challenges. Okay. Alright. Alright. Finally, what are these kinds of characters that are good aligned in a campaign? I love that. Alright, we're gonna get a B from this, which is gonna be a free sacrifice for something. Alright, what do we have? A ringworm. Oh. Oh, it's awful. It's actually terrible. We're gonna use this on the coyote. Coyote now be on my side. And I'm gonna want to remove as many ringworms as possible because I hate this. Please, Grizzly. Okay, well, I guess I can summon the Grizzly. At the very least. I can summon you. Grizzly on the field with eight life points because I buffed you. Okay, let's see. And of course, the last card was the Mantis God. Okay, cool. All right. But yeah, especially, all right, in like 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, level 1, you actually get to do quite a lot of stuff. So I think this god being like, oh, I'm gonna help you out and see what happens, could be the inciting reason why they're able to grow so much in their journeys and stuff like that. And it could be why they can level up. like, so well. Maybe. I like that. We're gonna cut a card. I like the ability to just remove some of the pressure that my opponent can put on me. People in the world would worship this god as a god of forgiveness and development. Although the figure is disguised so the players don't know it's him. Ah. Okay, smart. Very smart. Especially if you want to keep it as a secret. Alright, we are going to do this. Yeah, we're just going to play the Mantis God immediately. I could have buffed it, technically, but, like, what's necessarily the point in buffing it at this exact moment in time? Okay, let's just absolutely destroy this fight now. It shouldn't be that big of a problem anymore. Ooh, Grizzly. For when for if the Mantis God dies, which he will not, because it's just too powerful. All right, here we go. Yeah. You know what? I'll summon a ringworm. Let's summon a ringworm. It's probably not gonna do anything, right? But, like, I may as well summon it because I can. Beehive? Sounds good. Let's summon the beehive instead. Get out of here, ringworm. I don't like this. Okay, so this looks like it's gonna be a high power starting deck. And I'm gonna have to get more power later from it. So I'm able to do stuff for now, but I might not. It's a golden pelt. I might not be able to scale later. If I can get the amalgam this time, that would be lovely. He will reveal his true identity at the end of the campaign after beating the final boss. As a reward for their achievements, he would award each member of the party one use of his wish each. Interesting. I kind of like it. I kind of love it. That's great. As sort of like a reward, a last hurrah at the end of the campaign. If there's anything that you wanted to change about your character, you can. That's fun. I like that. Nothing? I guess we'll go flying. Flying wolves! Get 'em! I don't have really any of those, so it's fine. It's fine. I think it's fine. I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna be okay. Then again, this is prospecty. I'm gonna want to kill that mule in this game. I think that the way that I play this, the way I do this is carefully. I just let him do this for the first turn. We just do that by, we do nothing. We already have the Mantis God. We're gonna go Mantis God over here. He'll deal damage to the pack mule, deal damage to the coyote, and deal damage to the prospector. All in one go. Yes. And it's not flying or anything, so no shenanigans is afoot. There we go. I think that was a decent move. I think I'm now in a probably okay spot. There we are. Since he's good aligned, he would obviously refuse any harmful uses of the wish, but it would be a nice way to utilize the almost never used high-level 9 spell. That's true. And I'm pretty sure there is a downside to the wish spell. So being able to use the wish spell and just like do whatever you want, and with very little consequences too. It feels like a nice ending spot for a campaign. Or if you wanted to do like an 11th hour villain, you can absolutely do that where your characters get to use their cool new abilities or whatever, I guess. So that could be fun. Yeah, just a lot of good and well thought out design choices you're making. That's nice. What do I want here? I want to leave this the way it is. I'm gonna kill the pack mule. That'll give me a bunch of cards, and then I'm just gonna start immediately killing you in the second phase. Corpse maggots are gonna spawn in. Corpse maggots are gonna kill the coyote. I'm not gonna win quite yet, but it's fine. The reason I'm not playing any cards is I don't want the prospector to jam up my slots by turning my cards into gold. Not to mention, I want to say, an instant win condition in my hand. Yes, I do have an instant win condition in my hand. Hold on, though. Is this when it's summoned? Yes. Okay, we'll just summon take a squirrel and wait one more turn. Summon squirrel. And then the smoke. And then, where is it? It is the mealworm. Mealworm, go here. Grizzly bear. Where's the Grizzle? There you are. All right, that'll spawn in. Deal 4 damage. And then we'll take the squirrel, move him out of the way. And I guess we can have... Is there anything else? We'll take field mice as well. Put that on the board. Field mice puts another copy of itself into my hand. Summon the opossum. There we go. 6 damage. All the downsides would go to him since he is casting it, although he's a god, so it wouldn't really matter for him. The misreading downside would also not matter for him. Yes, that's true. That's very true. So it's just a way to give your players something nice, which I absolutely, I can get behind that. That's nice. Uriuli. Do I have any way of actually getting this sucker on the board? No. Okay. When a card bearing the sigil, create a copy of it. I'm gonna take the Ouroboros. Because the previous comment, or the previous entry, said that the Ouroboros did something really cool. So I'll do it, right? It just sounds like a good idea. Alright, Turkey Vulture. This deck is just an amalgam of stuff that I've got. Alright, cool. I don't want to sacrifice this immediately. I don't want to sacrifice the mealworm either. Do I sacrifice the Mantis God here? No. I don't sacrifice the Mantis God here. What do I sacrifice? I guess I'll sacrifice... Oh, I'll sacrifice the corpse maggots and put... I guess I can put a ringworm on it, but no, I'll put the beehive there. So now, the beehive, when something dies, will be placed on the field, which will give me a sacrifice. Yes, since this is going to be a thing in all my campaigns, the last wish would become an iconic moment. I like that. It's something to look forward to. And the first time, it's a really cool surprise. Just like, hey, what is this? I didn't expect that. That's really cool. All right, we're going to play Mantis God over here. That'll deal 2 damage. The Wild Bull is going to be a pest, though. Okay. We're gonna slice up that Wild Bull because I don't want to deal with it. And then that's it. From this point, I believe I just... Really? Porcupine? Okay, fine. Um... What is the Ouroboros? How do I get it stronger? I guess the only way I can find out is by playing it, right? Yeah, it'll deal 1 damage. Does it get, like, more powerful the longer it stays on board, or, like, what is it? Alright, mealworm. Okay, I guess I'll place the mealworm over here. Now I have a ringworm that's gonna do something, I guess. Why not? Okay, sure. This is not great. Turkey vulture? I can't use the turkey vulture. Dang it. Okay. Ow. Great. Lovely. I'm dead? I think I'm dead. Well, shucks. You know what? May as well do that now. Nice. Cool. Ending turn. Nice. That's... Oh, wait. Right. I forgot. I have 2 lives. Yeah. The character would be one that would appear in all of my campaigns. It would add some cool continuity to this world. So it's also a continuation of a world. That's very nice. And it's that character will act as a reminder to that. That's fun. That's very fun. We're gonna go here. Oh, Grizzly. We're actually gonna take the field mice for its powerful effect, because I can sacrifice it later. We are going to go here, and we're going to copy a Mantis God. Mantis God is going to... Please be an upgrade, please. Ooh! Big Mantis God. Beefy Mantis God. Large Mantis God. 6 damage Mantis God. Alright then. That's lovely. Playing Mantis God. Not quite the good one, but it is one of them. There we go. And now, play. Alright. I shouldn't die immediately to... yuck. We're gonna make this Mantis God fly for the turn, so I can punch over everything and, you know, have some... maybe that was the wrong move. Okay, what this? Grizzly. Well, I can't use the Grizzly. Okay, well, I think that this might be curtains, y'all. I think I might be dead. And it might be my fault. We're gonna use this item to try, and prolong the inevitability of my own demise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never mind. I died anyway. Alright. He would have a thing he does where he adds the names of all the heroes. Thank you, Leshy. It was a very fun deck, thank you. He would have a thing where he adds the names of all the heroes he's raised onto a wall in his pocket dimension, which all future parties would be able to check out. Fantastic. I love that. Like, a hall of heroes, kinda. That's lovely. A hall of heroes. 0 to hero. And who'd have thunk? Alright. But, this time... I am done. This time, I actually am going to end the stream. So thank you, everyone, so much for watching. And thank you for interacting in the chat. It really does go a long way. Because, like, I get an extra thing to talk about. And, you know, like, I get to think about certain things that I normally wouldn't think about. Or bring up things that I haven't thought of in a very long time. But, so, yeah, so thank you very much for that. And, again, thank you, everyone, so much for watching. And I guess I'll catch you in the next episode. So, Goodbye. Love to stream. Love talking about this. Yeah. All right.